Hi, I'm Brian Lord, Senior Vice President here at Premier Speakers Bureau, and I'm honored to have on Colonel Oliver North. Colonel, thanks for coming by.
Brian, great to be with you again.
Thank you. Well, now you are not only one of the most popular speakers I book and a New York Times bestselling author multiple times over, you're now getting into video games. So tell me about that.
Call of Duty Black Ops 2, great opportunity for me to be a consultant on the script, as it were, the story plot, work with some remarkable young developers of this story, and obviously one of the greatest entertainment media in the world. I mean, there are more people playing those things at any one time than all of the other entertainment medias that you'd ever want to see around the world. It's an astounding enterprise, and I'm just very pleased to be part of what a great success it's been.
Now, is there anything you can tell us about it? Are you in it? Did you have any part of it? Did you get to play with the toys they have over there?
Well, I've gotten to play with a lot of the toys. There's no doubt about it. It's very, very realistic in terms of what war is really like and what war is going to be like. This is set in the future a few years, and so that takes a story that begins in the 1980s and it takes it all the way up to a few years from now. And as I have said in some of the commercials you've seen, this isn't just a video game. It's a wake-up call.
That's great. I feel like I'm there. Well, now, since this interview is actually for event planners, I guess I should probably ask some cool stuff. Although Call of Duty, you don't get much cooler than that. When you talk to corporate groups, what are you asked to talk about most? Leadership, teamwork. What's really the heart of what you hit on when you speak?
Nearly all the corporate groups that I've spoken to have asked me to talk about how do you relate the experiences that I've had in life, and there's been a lot of them, to what they do in life. And so I always try to make a big effort to find out exactly what that particular corporate enterprise or that event is about for them, and relate what my experiences are to how they do their jobs day in and day out, hopefully more profitably, more effectively, more efficiently. And of course, those principles of leadership that I've seen over the course of my lifetime in the military and now in the media, and in what we do, and in things like Call of Duty Black Ops, all relate to just about every human enterprise. And I've had the great fortune, the great success of being out there with some absolutely wonderful people that I've gotten to know as a consequence of it. So I look forward to every one of those corporate events that you book.
What are the things that people walk away with after they hear you speak?
Well, hopefully encouragement. I'm big on believing that matters. Number two, a sense of purpose in what their day-to-day commitments are. A design, if you will, for not just the day-to-day work inside their whatever their corporate structure is, but in the rest of their lives. I mean, if you're bringing a lot of burdens from home, it's harder to do your job at work, and vice versa. And so I think I've had the experience that can relate to a lot of people's situations today. I'm the only person I know of besides, I guess, the coach of the Dallas Cowboys to get fired on national television. So I know what it's like to be out of work. I know what it's like to put people to work. And I've had the great blessing of being able to work with some absolutely magnificent folks just like you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Well, and speaking of being able to work with some fantastic people, one of the things that we always try to do is make sure the event planners we work with, that they look good and we make their jobs easier. How do you make event planners look good and make their lives easier?
First of all, when I get a call from you, I go to that event planner right away and make sure that I've got what they're looking for. I want to know what it is that they intend to get out of it. What's their objective of that particular event, whether it's a week-long conference or whether it's just a few hours. I want to make sure that I'm given what they need. Number two, I want to make sure that we stay in touch all the way through the planning process. If something's dynamic for them, I want to make sure that I'm up on the step when I get off the airplane and show up and become part of it. And then afterwards, I like to stay in touch with them. And so I'll go back to them and say, what is it you want to be done differently if we do this again? I'll, as you know, recommend somebody for a repeat event. I'll recommend somebody from the remarkable resources you have here to help them out, for example, the following year.
Great. Now, for you event planners watching this, if you look under the screen here, there is a link for additional information on Colonel North, and then also make sure to subscribe to this channel to see more great interviews. So, Colonel, thank you so much for coming on and doing this.
Great to be with you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.